Halloween is on the way, which means soon there will be lots of kids at my door wanting free candy. That's the reason for the purchase of this mighty robot. Actually, it's quite small. It's basically a kid's toy. But perhaps this small bot can have a bigger purpose. See, I don't want to just stand around handing out candies. That feels like work. That's no fun. So, could handing out Halloween treats be more entertaining? Well, before feeding the neighborhood kids candy, this robot needs feeding. 3 AA batteries go in the bot, and 2 AA batteries go in the controller. In other words, it's remote control. What's nice is that it doesn't need an app. With both devices turned on, they pair together. That's so simple. There's really not much to getting this thing going. They even included a teeny tiny screwdriver. Once started up, it lets out a beeping sound. It kinda sounds like R2-D2. But be warned, this bot is quite loud. That might be annoying indoors, but that extra volume is perfect for my plan. It was like this robot was made for this purpose. Look at how cute it can deliver candy. The 2 little hands hold on to the package of M&Ms. Adorable. The eyes light up too. So cute. However, can it get the job done? That's the first round of testing. Let's take this bot outside. It looks like the flowers aren't too much of a deterrent, but the space between the concrete and the asphalt, well, that's another story. The toy seems fine once it's on the driveway. I think I should name this bot. It sounds like R2-D2, and its intended job is to deliver candy to kids. So I think I'll call it C2HK, which is short for Candy to Halloween Kids, and that can be even more shortened to C2. So it looks like C2 can make it to the end of the driveway and back. That's a mission requirement. The job for this bot is not yard work. It's obviously not designed for removing leaves. But can it carry more than one fun-sized candy package, and then make it back home to get more candies? Well, it certainly should go back inside right now. It's starting to rain. And the toy is not meant to get wet. The instructions clearly say it cannot be immersed into water or used in a humid environment. Yet, I like the motto of the robot. It says by using robots, people can save time to do what they like. So, it's a friendly robot. But will it actually save time with candy deliveries? That's obviously not the intended purpose of the toy. But Phoenix TV is not a fancy YouTube channel with 3D printers and advanced electronic programming. Well, at least not yet. Maybe one day. But here, basic household items were used to augment the toy. Another mission requirement is to carry more candy. I figure 5 is enough, so I used a hairband and a plastic cup. It seemed simple enough, but physics. That's just too much weight for the bot to carry. It can't move. If I remove some of the candies, then the bot is able to move around again. Yet I doubt it would fare as well on the rough driveway. It's surprising that a small plastic container would be too heavy. So next I tried a small paper bowl. I cut it to match the shape of the robot. But those arms aren't strong enough to hold the candies. That's why I used twine. I carefully tied the bowl to the robot. It seemed pretty secure. Also, the rain stopped. That meant more outdoor testing. It wouldn't be a very long test, though. There was another weight problem. The bot would fall forward. A new idea was needed. That's when I thought to simply put the candies on the bot's head. With a coffee cup and some tape, the toy could carry lots of candies. The mobility seems great too. It's handling much better than before. So here goes another outdoor test. Look at that, there's a bug. Anyway, it looked like this idea was working. The toy was scooting around. Until it fell over and the candies fell out. That's not going to work. The problem is that the driveway is angled. With the candy so high and the angle so steep, inertia could cause the robot to tip over. It looks like yet another new idea was needed. I figured a smaller cup might work. So I tried cutting a plastic water bottle. Unfortunately, that only held 3 candies. This failed to meet the mission requirements. But what about 2 containers? That means I could even put Twix on the appropriate sides. A right Twix in the robot's right hand, and a left Twix in the robot's left hand. That's 6 candies. More than expected. But will it work? It does work. The robot is able to travel along the driveway without much trouble. I figure I can park the bot in the middle of the driveway. Once the kids walk up the driveway, I can use the sound button to get attention. Then, with the candy successfully delivered, I can use the demonstration mode as a celebration. Theoretically, this meets all of the mission requirements. It's not perfect, but typical for a Halloween decoration. I think the use of tape makes it more authentic. More safety testing is planned, but this seems like fun. The C2HK is ready for Halloween.